Big turkey. Was the power vested in me as President of the United States, I pardon you. I pardon you this Thanksgiving. Go ahead, say something. There you go. Thanks for the pardon. But I also have to pardon Jelly, too. Jelly, you don't have to get up here. But I pardon you, kid. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. And it's freezing, isn't it? All right.
I was like, oh, it's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm like, you know what? Why not? Whatever. I want to do everything. I want to be able to say I did this and I did that. I did this and I did that. I like to do everything. I like my face to be everywhere. Like, yeah, I'm here. No, I feel like they for sure are going to talk about the fashion. That's for sure. Other than that, I just hope that nothing embarrassing or like people say like, all right, she's a good host. You know what I'm saying? Because I keep telling people my biggest fear is people not laughing at my jokes. That's my fear. Like, it's like crickets, crickets, crickets. That's my fear. I feel like nothing has stopped. And I feel like I'm so busy and my husband has been so busy and but it's like we have like a deadline on things. We be having goals. So it's like every goal have a deadline. How like for example, right? I want to put out my album so I could go touring in the summer. And the reason why, even though I don't like performing in heat because I start getting dizzy, I have to perform in the summertime because that's when my daughter is out of school. And I want to take my daughter to touring with me. I just want to see everybody perform, and I want to see and meet more people again. Like, it's like I be going out, but I don't really be going out like that. So it's like every single time I go out, I see a new celebrity. I'm like, oh my God, I met the celebrity. Oh my God, that's so cool. Oh my God, like I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be scary, but it's gonna be fun. Like I just want to get comfortable enough to the point that I have like super fun, and it's like, wow, that was a great night.
A new milestone for the Nasdaq. The index topped the 16,000 mark for the first time Friday as declining bond yields pumped up tech stocks. But the Dow fell for the fourth time this week. Fears of new lockdowns in Europe to curb a resurgence of COVID-19 cases drove down banking, energy, and airline stocks, pushing the S&P 500 into the red as well. Falling oil prices dragged down energy stocks. Investors instead sought safety in bonds, driving down yields, which in turn pressured financial stocks. Mercadian Asset Management President Ken Kamen.
Well, the markets are dealing with this close down now in Austria and the COVID news that Germany might be following suit. So, I mean, the market has gotten used to COVID to some extent, but not that used to it that it won't react. So I think that we're getting a little bit of market jitters here.
The Dow fell 0.75%. The S&P edged down 0.1%, but the Nasdaq added 0.4%. The latter two indexes gained ground on the week. Investors pummeled shares of Foot Locker. The athletic retailer said supply chain constraints will persist into early next year due to shipping bottlenecks and manufacturing delays. Intuit was the top gainer on the S&P. Analysts lifted their price targets on the tax software company after it beat quarterly estimates and raised forecasts.
The first known case of COVID-19 was a market vendor in the Chinese city of Wuhan. That's according to a U.S. researcher who documented his findings in a commentary piece published in the journal Science on Thursday. The origin of the pandemic remains a mystery and a major source of tension between China and the United States. Up until now, an accountant who appeared to have no link to the Wuhan market was widely thought of as the first known case of the disease following a joint investigation by China and the World Health Organization. His case, however, contributed to speculation the virus could have leaked from a lab in the city. U.S. scientist Michael Warby, who specializes in the evolution of viruses at the University of Arizona, has pored over public accounts of early COVID-19 cases and drawn up a different conclusion. He said the accountant reported that his first symptoms appeared on December the 16th, several days later than initially known. He also said the confusion was caused by a dental problem the accountant had on December the 8th. Warby's article details how most early symptomatic cases were linked to the market, with a female seafood vendor there the earliest known case on December 11th. While his research does not settle the debate over how the pandemic began, it does provide strong evidence of a live animal market origin. Last month, the WHO proposed a new expert panel to investigate the source of the coronavirus.
The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on Friday approved COVID-19 booster shots for all adults, paving the way for millions of Americans to bump up their protection against the virus. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky signed off on the broader use after CDC advisors unanimously recommended the expansion earlier on Friday. The same day, the Food and Drug Administration authorized the use of booster doses for all adults 6 months after they've received their second shot of either the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines. It had previously allowed the additional shot for all recipients of Johnson & Johnson's one-dose vaccine 2 months after their primary dose. After about 2 months of declining infections, the U.S. has seen daily increases for the past 2 weeks, driven by the Delta variant and colder weather leading people to spend more time indoors. Most adults were already eligible for the additional shots, but according to CDC data, fewer than 18% had received one.